Paul McGuire Grimes, ABC Minneapolis. Patricia, it is so great talking to you today. My husband and I watched the movie the other night, and it's just so refreshing and lovely and delightful. So thank you for the time today. This is a real honor.
Well, thank you. And that was the whole point of it. Everybody said, well, what was the point of Singing in the Rain? And Gene said it was to bring joy. And
Oh my God.
I think he succeeded in that.
Absolutely. Like it still holds up. And we were just in awe of how his and Donald's and Debbie's bodies and the choreography, just everyone moves so fluidly. Like it's really stunning. And I'm curious, I'm assuming you've seen it so many times, but are there things that you pick up on or things that stick out to you when you go and rewatch it again?
It's amazing because I've introduced it so many times and all around the world. And I always stay for the screening. People always say, don't you want to leave? But I do see something different each time. And the funny things like when Gene and Gene Hagen first arrive, watch Donald O'Connor's face, because at one point when Gene says dignity, always dignity, Donald just rolls his eyes, and it's classic. But I never noticed because I was looking at Gene and Gene Hagen. And also, the one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is how improvisational Donald was. So when Donald is making all of those funny faces with the Moses Supposes number, he just inserted those things, and you could see Gene cracking up. And also another thing, and this was something that Donald's widow actually pointed out to me, I had not noticed, is that when they're doing that Moses Supposes number, watch Donald is just constantly going spotting Gene, and it's interesting that you think about that number, the complexity of it. Fortunately, they both turned left as dancers, and that's an unusual thing. Ordinarily, dancers turn the other way. And you can imagine that number, if one of them had naturally turned the other direction, it would have been very difficult.
I love it. I mean, there's such like a natural brotherly chemistry between them throughout the entire movie. Oh God. I love watching choreography on screen, and it's tricky to film choreography. And I read that you said that Gene wanted to change the look of dance on film versus stage. How did he go about doing that?
Well, and that was really, thank you for noting that, because that he really didn't care about performing. He really wanted to be known for changing look of dance on film. And if you look at many of the films prior to Gene's movies, then the dance number is usually just kind of inserted in the movie. The story goes along and then it stops. They do a dance number usually on a polished floor in a ballroom, and then they complete that and then they go back. And the camera's stationary. The camera just shoots, and it shoots as though it's a stage number. So it's a peripheral vision. And so Gene wanted the dance to tell the story, and Singin' in the Rain, the iconic Singin' in the Rain, is probably your best example of that, because what better way to say you're in love than to kiss the girl and wave off the cab and then have the little intro that Roger Edens gave Gene, and then to start to splash in the puddles. But the camera is moving, which was not done before. It was generally stationary, and Gene and Fred Astaire both insisted that it be up here and shot head on and full figure. So you get this kinetic impact. And I'm afraid today, what Gene hated was the chopped up body parts that you see. You see a hand flying, or you see little toe shoes or something. And I've talked to people, and they feel like they kind of have to dumb it down for contemporary audiences, and it's not true at all. No. People are glued. You just stay on the dance number. Don't cut away. You can't cut away to somebody watching it.
I loved hearing all that, because I think of how West Side Story was shot, the new one with Steven Spielberg, and it was filmed, I thought, so beautifully and made the dance such a character in this movie. What do you think he would say about the state of music theater today?
Well, I think he would hope that there would be more original musical theater, that more people would be creating new works, because I think now the tendency, and he was the first to say that musicals are incredibly expensive to make, and it's a risk. So a studio is taking a huge risk. And also, there are not a lot of triple, quadruple threats out there. So you may have a really good dancer, but he or she may not be the best singer or actor. And so to find a cast and then to risk the money is tough. And so I think what you're seeing are a lot of Broadway shows that are made into movie musicals, and movie musicals that are made into Broadway shows, but not a lot of of new works, and they're putting the camera on the ground and shooting up in weird angles, and Gene, it would just drive Gene crazy. So.
Oh my God, I love hearing it. Patricia, I got the wrap. I wish I could keep talking to you. This has been delightful. Thank you
Well,
for
I
this.
want to come to Minnesota. My both my parents graduated, and my brother went to the University of Minnesota.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
That's
So I'll come see you.
yes, I would love. Let's do a Q&A together. That'd be incredible.
Perfect.
So
Okay,
thank you. I
great.
appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.